Hello everyone, did you ever start a challenge run and realize that you probably should have started recording, but didn't end up recording? Well, that's this. I am doing a Cinder 16 or max difficulty Tiny Rogues run. I'm in the secret dungeon of the Burning Hells. What Cinder does is it adds giant robots like that, as well as a bunch of other really nasty negative effects, and it's just really difficult. Like, Tiny Rogues was not a trivial difficulty game, especially in the secret levels. But now it is absolutely crazy. And enemies can have multiple enchantments. So the machine guns I have, the machine gun flail that I have, is poison enchanted, and I have a trait that allows me to armor break enemies, which is amazing. I'm playing as the Necromancer class, and so I have a bunch of skeletons to do my bidding, and I have a legendary item that allows me to have that Archdevil as well. So, yeah, as you can see with, like, this level is already, these levels already have a ton of projectiles, and it only gets even crazier with the, with Cinder 16. And then one of the other very notable things is bosses now have enchantments in addition to other crazy enchantments being in the pool. Because one thing that the developers did is they actually even adjusted some of what the enchantments were that were in the normal pool and took them out of it. Like, I don't want to say, like, Cinder 16 is not easy, but especially after the 2.3 update that just dropped, like, the day before I'm doing the voiceover for this. This is 2.2. Like, I think Cinder 16 is the most accessible and fun it's ever been. Because in the original, like, in the 1 point releases, the, like, you started, like, literally one hit from death, and you didn't have the bonfires to heal up. It was just, it was a slog. And, but yeah, as now you can see, Tiamat also has, robot friends. Tiamat, it has, party horns. It is quite ridiculous. Oh, and the dagger I have is I specifically made sure to grab because it inflicts corruption, which is 1% damage, extra damage per stack of corruption. So basically I can armor break and then stack corruption for extra damage bonuses. Yeah, it is quite the like, the build is absolutely nuts, but it is also, so is Cinder 16. And then things even get crazier on the last floor, because as you can see, like, these boss patterns are already ridiculous, and then to have the random party horns on top of that when there's normally a safe spot is rough. And there I mostly just grabbed that because it's the highest rarity item, I think, and then it, yeah, because I'm just taking my time, because as much as I love speedrunning this game, this was my first time trying Cinder 16 in this particular patch, and I wanted to maximize my chances of success, because I honestly didn't think I was going to make it this far. But yeah, so now on floor 12, the most dangerous floor, and yeah, I've been using souls for recovery, as you can see, so like, I don't have as many hearts as I usually like to try and stack. I barely have mana. Like, this is, we're in hell, so I get, even if we weren't in hell, it is one hell of a time getting through this. Yeah, and then as you can see, there are enchanted succubi, so basically enchanted 8th floor bosses just as standard enemies. Yeah, there is Yeah, I'm on repeat of how many projectiles there are on screen, especially because my own projectiles also add to the chaos, and those guys not like taking another 5 seconds to die after you eliminate their health bar is rough, because I think the like the full screen fireball like walls come from that guy too, and the patterns don't go away, and the patterns don't stop initiating, and then also there's maggots that come out of enemies sometimes. So the patterns didn't stop initiating until he was defeated, but everything still stays on screen until you clear the screen, and especially with the maggots spawning in. Like, that was just, whew. And here I'm really tense because I have, 1 armor, 1 defy death, and then I'm just dead 40 minutes into a run. Thankfully, this room does not have any enchanted enemies in it. I do lose the armor, but I have just barely enough souls to make everything through. And there I would count very carefully to know that room 10 is the prep room for the boss. So that way, I knew that the flask refill was going to be free anyway, and I could get 1 more buff before going to go fight the big evil guy, who has 2 enchantments, and because he's an enchanted enemy, he has increased defenses and stats, and he's got 2 robots, and you deal 50% less damage at the start of the boss fight and the start of the second phase because of the Cinder 16 stuff. It is, yeah. And here, you can tell that I'm just very, very focused because I just hate this pattern. For whatever reason, this particular set usually always screws me up. And here we're just going to stack corruption since we can. And yeah, it's and now here we are for phase 2. We immediately break the armor. And because the things don't line up perfectly, I'm just having a crazy time in here. I just choose not to heal and just go for it, and it pays off with a victory. Yeah, so that's Cinder 16 Burning Hells. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed playing this. I know I just decided to make a bunch of Tiny Rogues content randomly, but the developers just keep giving us improvements and more content. So thank you, devs. This was a ton of fun, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Have a wonderful day. See ya.